Oh
I want
my
my
gosh.
reparations. No,
Hey,
I'm kidding.
oh my God. Can we talk about your bestie Jon Jones and who he's gonna
Oh,
fight? Because he's another guy that just goes off on Twitter. Um, it's I don't know. He's another one that I would like to sit down and ask him, like, what are you thinking when you put this out? Because he's essentially what he was making was a pitch to fight Pereira, right? And it's like and honestly, and the Stipe thing too is weird because Stipe now hasn't fought in almost 4 years.
dude, he was
And
30. He was like 38 years old when he
yeah, he's like
fought. Like he's gonna be
42 or
42.
something. We want to see Jon Jones fight Tom Aspinall. Aspinall's got the interim belt. John's got the belt. It just doesn't make any sense. Just freaking make them fight. And then if John beats him, then Pereira versus John for a unification or something to that effect. But you can't leave Tom Aspinall sitting over here with the interim belt. And now I feel like it's kind of been a little bit of time since he fought. Like I want,
November.
yeah, I wasn't a huge Tom Aspinall fan, but I was super impressed by his title fight, and I want to see this man fight again. And I hate the fact that they're making him just kind of sit on the bench.
Ben, hold on. Jon
What's up?
Jones. Jon Jones said that, and I believe this is just me talking now. I believe. Let me read you Jon Jones' statement on on
Good.
on the Alex Pereira. All right. Jon Jones said that he believes that if he fought Alex, because of everything that Alex Pereira has done, would be the biggest fight that the UFC could make. Are you wrong? Is he wrong? Answer
I,
that. Is
I,
he
I think the
wrong?
I think the answer is yes, because I think people do
How's he
love.
wrong? How's he wrong?
Well, I'm about to tell you if you don't shut
Okay.
up. uh,
Good.
so I think people view it. I think people would view it as, and this is where if Alex could beat Tom Aspinall, he would have to stop some takedowns for sure, right? People
Mhm.
want to see him have the ability to stop takedowns because if you can't stop takedowns on Jon Jones, he's gonna take you down. He's gonna submit you. Like we saw Pereira be taken down by Izzy Adesanya, and he was kept down for actually a significant portion of time. And it is kind of wild that we have this guy Pereira who is, I mean, there's no doubt he's making his mark as possibly one of the best ever if he keeps winning, right? And yet we still have. I know you do, and if you want to express it, you have questions about his wrestling.
I
Like, how would he do against a good wrestler? And we don't know because somehow Jamal Hill didn't try to take down. Prohaska didn't try to take down. Blachowicz actually did take him down and keep him down for a round.
he got
Uh,
tired though.
Strickland didn't try a takedown. Adesanya didn't try like these guys. They don't try takedowns. So he's won all these fights. I did. So I don't remember the Bruno Silva. I'm looking at his record. I don't remember the Bruno
Yep.
Silva fight
Bruno
or
Silva was taking him down. He took him down quite a bit, but that was
okay.
early in his UFC career.
Yeah, so that was the second one in his UFC career. But so it's crazy because he got kind of fast tracked because of his previous experience, the title, which I have no issue with whatsoever. But then as he's fought Sean Strickland and on, um, besides one round with Jan, he has, and Jan's not really even a wrestler. Like he possesses some skills, but he's not a wrestler. He has not fought a wrestler. So we still have these questions. So if
Mhm.
he fights Jon Jones, I think there's a chance it's over in like 2.5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, John, I mean, look what John did to Cyril Gahn. John he's a large man. He's a high level wrestler. He's got great grappling skills. Yeah, I think there's a possibility of that for sure.
Let me read you this. Alex became champion of the heavy. If he came champion of the heavyweight division, would you guys consider him the GOAT? That would be three divisions, three belts. Being back in the gym has got me thinking differently. That fight after Stipe may be the next biggest move I could possibly make. The killer has already defeated so many champions, is considered a legend of millions around the world. The most massive fight the UFC could make. Give Alex a chance to avenge all of those Brazilian champions that I have dealt with. It would be
Wait,
absolutely massive. A guy with a chance to be a three division champ and a GOAT versus the actual GOAT. Same age, different strengths. No one can argue that this would be the biggest fight in MMA history. There's no fight that
uh,
generates a payday like that. Marketing for it would be insane.
I disagree.
Dude,
I
I
actually
think,
put tweets out, and I don't read a lot of the comments, but I think people view it very similar to me as John. What John sees is John sees Pereira as a significantly easier opponent than us. Aspinall. And for whatever reason, he does. There's no doubt about this because Aspinall's like, oh, that guy's big and strong, hits hard, he'll be tough to take
And he
down.
wrestles. Aspinall wrestles.
And he wrestles a little bit. And you know, he knows what he's doing on the ground. He's seen Pereira and he's thinking, I can do the same exact thing that I did to Cyril Gahn. Same thing. That's what he's thinking, for sure.
I think, me personally, I think that while that might be the case, is it not the smart thing? I mean,
we're not denying that, but the problem is we can see through it.
Is fighting not make the most money and be as safe as possible? I mean, you fight. He's fought all the best killers. He's fought all the best killers.
Yes, but
he's fought guys.
But Daniel, we just say it then. Just say it. Say John. Say I want to fight Pereira because he's got 2 belts, and I think I can submit him.
Generations prior, he has fought the best. From our generation, him and I, he fought from the prior generation when he was a kid. Now he's saying, why do I want to take on a 3rd generation of fighter? Because that is what Tom Aspinall is. So I think, business-wise, it's about as smart as he can be.
They just say that. Just say that. Don't try to freaking. What do they call that when you make someone think something different? I can't remember the word right now.
You talking about what's that word?
What is it? Gaslighting. Don't gaslight us.
You think I'm trying to gaslight you?
He's trying to gaslight
John's
us.
gaslighting, not me.
Gaslighting us. Not
well. What he's doing
you're
is
a little bit. You're taking John's side. I don't know what you're trying to play here.
I'm taking the side because I recognize what he's doing. Hey, when we were fighting Jon Jones, right, in 2017, at 30, I was 38 years old. He was a kid, right? He was smart, though. He recognized what he was doing. He was fighting all these older guys. Yeah. Now he's the older guy. He was 28, 29 when he fought. But he is trying to make the smartest fight with the least amount of risk. It's like Anthony Smith, right? Anthony Smith purposely just came out and said it. I think Alex Pereira doesn't have takedown defense. I believe I could submit Alex Pereira. I don't know that it's
what he should have said. That's what.
But I don't know that it's as easy as they think it is because he doesn't. Hey, Ben, he anti-grapples, right? I've seen you fight a lot of guys.
We're talking about Pereira?
Pereira. He anti-grapples.
Don't give me anti-grapple. If Jan takes you down and Izzy takes you down, Jon Jones is going to take you down.
Yes, but let me tell you what I mean by anti-grapple.
Yeah.
He doesn't engage you. He literally just lays there and he holds you. He grabs your wrists. Yeah. He holds you in tight. He doesn't try to get up. Yep, every time I submitted Rumble Johnson or somebody, it was because they turned around to try to get back to their feet. So then I choke him.
But that was also because you were punching him. That was because you were punching him, and they didn't like.
Yes, but he never does that though. He controls them to the point that they never get damage off. So then he never has to try to escape.
But Daniel, we're
really
talking about
smart.
Izzy and Jan as ground fighters versus Jon Jones. Jon Jones is one of the greatest ground fighters of all time.
Yes, he is.
So I mean, these are a little, and he's obviously significantly larger, much larger than both of the 2 gentlemen. So
yes,
yeah, I guess what he is saying also is if he becomes the heavyweight champion, so that would mean if he beats Tom Aspinall. So I guess maybe if Pereira were to beat Tom Aspinall, I maybe would feel a little bit differently about him because he's probably stuffed some takedowns. He's dealt with a big, strong grappler. So if that happens, I guess I would feel differently.
But the toughest fight and the most meaningful fight in all of fighting right now is Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall. I don't even know, like, at this point, if it should be Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. I like Stipe. Stipe is a great guy. But at that age, with that much time off, look, I fought till I was 41. And I was relatively active before I had back surgery. I fought 3 times in 2018 when I was 39 years old because I was healthy. But to go that long without a fight, in the last fight being a brutal knockout into a title fight against a guy like Jones, I don't know. I don't know what Stipe looks like today. For 4 years, he's lived a life of a normal person. Sure, he may go to the gym and train, but Ben, because you're in there wrestling with those kids every day, does that make you a competitive wrestler still?
It doesn't. It does not, in fact.
Right? Like, it doesn't. Yeah. Like, can Stipe still compete at that level is the question.